Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Did you get a chance to stamp? Did you get a chance to scrapbook or pull together some things and just get organized? I am so excited. I did get a chance. I designed some cards yesterday. I designed a bunch of things yesterday, actually. So I was so excited. I had a bit of crafty time here in my my craft room, stamp room, whatever you want to call it, my crafty place. Your crafty place can be anywhere, right? It could be half of your dining room table. It doesn't have to be a whole room. This is my full-time job, so this is what I do. This is my room here, and I love it. It just brings me so much joy to join you every day and to share what I'm working on. It's Monday. I have a new product suite that I want to feature this entire week. I'm so excited to kick this one out of the park. It is a great bundle that I'm going to be playing with a suite, actually. It's called Take It to the Sky. Now this one I just checked like 2 minutes ago as I was going live. It is available as of today, May 27th. So as always, you know, I always say don't delay, right? Don't delay. Grab this bundle. The suite, actually, you might as well get the entire suite because you're going to want all of it, right? Hi, Sherry. Hi, Pam. Hello, everybody that's popping in. Hello, Tony. Hi, Margaret. Hello, Annika. Greetings from sunny Netherlands. Yes, yes. Greetings from sunny Calgary as well. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, hello. Hi, Mimi. Hello from Kansas. Thank you for being here. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Nadine, my friend from Houston. Thank you for being here. I want to remind you before I forget, tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I have my first of 2 I Love Stamping Nights sessions. I get so excited to meet people who are interested in the demonstrator opportunity. And if you're from Canada, there's only a few things you have to remember. You have to be from Canada, you have to be 18, and you have to be not a demonstrator, okay? So if you're not a demonstrator, you're over 18 and you're Canadian, you can come on by. Pop me a message, private message me if you're on my email list. You might have gotten, I hope you got the email on Saturday. It went out at noon. So check your inbox. There is a form I need you to fill out. And once I get that form from you, I'll have your email address and your consent to send you the Zoom link. And then if you join me tonight, it's only going to be an hour. I'm very strict about keeping it to just an hour. It's because I don't want to take up too much of your time. And during that hour, come by with all your questions. And no questions are too silly. Honestly, this is an information session for you guys to ask your questions, to figure out a little bit more if you have questions about what it means to be a demonstrator. I have been a demonstrator for 22 years, and I love my team. I love every single one of them. I love what I do, and I love to share it. So I have 2 of these sessions this week. I have one tonight at 7, and then on Wednesday, did I say 3 in the email? I think it's 3 p.m. Yes, Mountain Time. I'm in Canada, and our country spans 4.5 hours time difference from BC to Newfoundland. So I'm doing 2 sessions this week. Why this week? Because our starter kit special ends on Friday. So if you've been thinking about it, now's the time to go ahead and finalize your selections for your starter kit. In Canada, you get to choose $165 of whatever you want. And you're going to also, well, it's free shipping. It's always free shipping. And you're going to get $112.75 worth of in-color products in your box from Stampin' Up! Completely free. Completely free. I mean, what a good deal. So that's why I'm really, I have a goal in mind of how many people I want to add to my team this month. So I hope you'll help me reach my goal. If you're on the fence, grab the starter kit. It's $135. You got nothing to lose. I see the hearts. Maybe those are my, if you are a demonstrator and you're here, please post in the comments why you love being a demonstrator and why it's such a good deal and that there is no obligations, no strings attached. Nobody will pressure you to do anything more with this opportunity than you want to do with it, right? I certainly don't do that to my team members. I listen to them. I invite them to a Zoom call. As soon as they join, I want to meet them, find out what their goals are. And, you know, we have a team meeting actually this Sunday. So I'm so excited. The team meeting is on Zoom, and I do it with all of my team members across Canada. They can join, and I do it from 2 p.m. to 4 Mountain Time, again, because of that time difference, so that I can hopefully incorporate everyone who can join. You know, like 2 p.m. is already 5:30 p.m. in Newfoundland. 2 p.m. is 1 p.m. over in BC. So it's challenging, but it's doable. And I do want to, you know, connect with my team. And those team meetings, they stamp ahead of time. They have a mystery challenge that I give them. And if they participate, their name goes in the draw for a prize. I have 4 door prizes at the end of every meeting for all the people that attend. And one of the door prizes is a stamp set that is my star stamper. And if she agrees to be in the draw, the stipulation is if you agree to be in this star stamper draw, then you're going to get a stamp set. And the commitment is to make 5 projects and come along to the next team meeting and share them with the team. And the ladies seem to be loving this mystery, star stamper opportunity. And the other 3 door prizes are prizes. So there's lots for everyone at the team meeting, and we just love our community. I love our community, and I think the ladies do too, because they keep coming back. So that's a little bit about my team. We do lots of things together. We do initiatives throughout the year together. We do mug hugs. We have Christmas parties, and, you know, wherever there's an opportunity for us to gather, we take advantage of it. So I want you to join. If you're from Canada and you're 18 and you're not with another paper crafting company, that is a rule of Stampin' Up. It's a conflict of interest. If you are signed up as a rep with another paper crafting company, you cannot be a rep with that company and with Stampin' Up. And it just makes sense why, right? So let me know. I'd love to invite you tonight. I'd love to meet you tonight. Okay, let's flip the camera, and I'm going to share with you my product of the week, and we'll get going on this fun card. The Global Design Project Challenge for this week it's a theme challenge, and the theme is transportation. Ooh, transportation. How do you like to get around? So that was a little bit challenging. I had to think about that one for a little while to see what I was going to do. So that's why I picked this particular product suite. And it's timely because Father's Day is just around the corner, right? Before you know it, it'll be here. Okay, here we go. We're going to flip and point you down at my work surface. Keep those comments coming. I love hearing from you. And if you have questions, private message me. I'd love to answer your questions. All right, here we go. Flipping, flipping the camera. Maybe I'm flipping. Let's see. Okay, whoa, it's a Monday. It's a Monday, and we have bright green grass. I could not be more happy with my grass right now with the rain that we've been having. It's so lovely. All right, so lovely that we are getting that rain and moisture for the farmers, for the forest fire efforts, you know, all of it, right? We need that relief. Okay, so here I have the catalog opened up to pages 36 and 37. This is the Take It to the Sky Suite collection. The item code, grab your pencil, write it down, 163832. It's $101.50 in Canada. You're going to want to put that code in when you order because you're going to want every single thing in the suite. So in the suite, I'm going to bring in the things that you will see, that you will receive, and I'll show you what they look like. I like to do this on Monday just to get it off to a good start and show you everything. Hi, Krista. Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here with me. Hi, Alexina. Hello, Marie. Hello, hello. Hi, Diane, Helene, Cindy. Wow. Thank you all for being here. Hello, Marlene from Edmonton. Hello, Betty from Ontario. I'm brightening your dreary day. Well, thank you. You're brightening my day by being here, you guys. You really are. Okay, so this is the bundle that comes in the suite, and it's called Adventurous Sky. Whoa, look at this. You get a set of 13 stamps, and the dies that go with it, you're going to want them because they are amazing. It's a set of 11 dies. You're going to be able to build those planes. We've got the bodies the bodies of the planes. We got the outlines. We have all the ones that coordinate with the stamps. We've got the propellers, all of it, right? So we're going to play with this one this week. It's going to be fantastic. I love this set. All right, so that's the bundle. Now let me bring in the designer series paper, because this paper is where it's at, you guys. Okay, so let me see here. You're going to get it's 12 by 12, which we love, right? Our scrapbooking, we love this one. And I will be featuring this one in my scrapbook club this month, so I'm super excited about that. You know, my scrapbook club ladies are definitely going to want to add this one to their collection, I think, because it's so beautiful. Okay, so the paper, you're going to get 12 sheets, 2 of each design. Look at this design right here on top. This one like takes the guesswork out of everything, because you've got panels that are ready to go. You can just cut them and put them on a card front, put your greeting, and boom, you're ready to go, right? Then let's take a look at the bottom. Down here, they've got tags for us. Check it out. 6 tags. That's 12 tags you're going to get in a package of DSP. All you got to do is trim them out, snip the corners, punch a hole, put a little bit of baker's twine or something, or ribbon, and you've got a really, really gorgeous accent to both your scrapbooking and your card making. Let's flip the page and see the background. We've got planes flying all over with their flight patterns, flight paths all over the world. And then we've got, let's see, make sure I've got them in order here. Yes, okay. So this one here, we've got clouds, beautiful clouds. We've got some misty moonlight going on here with the white clouds. Love this. This is very realistic looking. And on the flip side, we have some smoky slate grid pattern. Then we've got misty moonlight and night of navy pattern here. Again, it looks like an aerial shot of the world here. Really nice neutral pattern. And then the flip side of that one, we've got those planes. It really looks like an old-fashioned kind of style here. Love it. Love, love, love this one. Now, I didn't have a chance to check with the dies, so let's bring them in and see. I'm thinking maybe this small die, did they coordinate that? Look at that. They did. Did they? No, that one doesn't fit. Let's see. Maybe they didn't. I was just trying to check here. Not quite. It seems to fit the front, but the tail doesn't want to work there. So maybe these are maybe they're not meant to coordinate with the dies. Let's see. How about this one? This one here. Nope, not this sheet, but still very beautiful paper, right? So one side is definitely plains, right? As always, there's usually, with Stampin' Up! Paper, one side is themed, right? So this is our airplane themed paper. And we've got Mossy Meadow going on in the background with white images on the front of this one. And then the back side has this geometric shapes here with really cool pattern with, again, smoky slate. Love the neutral patterns. Then for the next one, we have Mossy Meadow, like map of the world here, right? And then the background of that one has this awesome print. It almost looks like linen, and it's with Night of Navy and basic white. Love that. And then we have this pattern right here, which has, let's go to our theme side first. So we have the planes in Night of Navy with a little bit of a grid. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. In the background, it's like a grid paper, but we've got Night of Navy planes on the front, and the background has our in color that was brought in last year. This is Copper Clay. Really nice plaid background. So we've got, let's go back through these again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, and 6. Okay, so we've got all the 6 patterns. Here you can see the neutral background that can be used for all your card making. I'm going to say masculine, but of course this is not just masculine, right? All right, and then when we flip it over, you can see we've got that gorgeous sheet from the top with the tags. We've got our clouds. We've got the planes, we've got the 2 Mossy Meadow prints, And then we have the Night of Navy prints here. So stunning, this paper. I love, love, love it. Okay, so for all the masculine little boys, big boys in your life, this is a great, great bundle. Okay, so there's the paper. Now I've shown you the bundle. The other thing that you will get when you put in the SUIT code, SUIT code, are these trinkets. They're called industrial trinkets. I'm holding them close to the camera so you can see both sides. They are double-sided. You've got one side that kind of looks like a star, and then, but you can also flip them over, and they look like, they remind me of, like, if you looked close up on a plane, these would be like the screw bits that they hold the plane together with, right? So you can use these both with your planes, or you can use them with your all your other crafting as well. They're super, super cool. And with these trinkets, you're going to get a package of 40 of them. Yes, I'm just reading the lid. So 40 of those will also come with your bundle, your suite. All right, so let's see here. Hello, Donna. Hi, Anne. Yes, and happy Memorial Day to those of you, our friends from the United States who are celebrating Memorial Day. Hello, hello. Oh, and Karen says, live in Indianapolis, we had the Indianapolis 500 yesterday. Wow, lots of exciting things going on. Good morning, Joy. Good morning. If we add someone under US, under us, does it count for your addition too? Oh, Marie, you know what? If you're on my team, and if you add a person to your team, yes, absolutely. They are a part of Ink-Sided Canadians. Absolutely. But they will count as your team member, not mine. They will be my second level. It's just about levels, right? So definitely talk about that starter kit because it is the best deal. I'm bringing my paper trim. I'm not sure why, because I've already got my paper cut. So today, for my card, I'm going to be featuring a technique. You guys hear me talk about my technique, and I did get your messages, guys. I will send you forms if you've requested to be in my technique club. Thank you for all that. I really appreciate your support. I'm going to get that out to you, and I have May kits left that I will be sending you for the month of May, and I'll let you know how you can join. And then yesterday, I designed the June card kits. You're going to love them. And so thank you for that. Okay, so let's talk about this stamp set and what we're going to do. We're playing with a technique. Now, I haven't even done this one with my technique club, so you guys are getting a sneak peek of something that I probably will be doing a little bit more of down the road. But we're going to play with a technique called retiform. And retiform is a fancy word for the technique, but this technique involves sponging and coloring and stamping. And I love to use the retiform technique when you have a stamp set that has lots of images like this one, like the Adventurous Sky does, and you want to use them all, right? Because sometimes we open up our stamps and we're like, oh, I love everything. I just want to use it all. So in this technique, you will be able to use pretty much everything. And there's really no right or wrong way to do the retiform technique. So here we go. We're going to start with a piece of basic white. Let me double check my measurement, 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to bring in some ink pads here. So we're going to bring in copper clay, boho blue, mossy meadow, and smoky slate. I think that's about all. And we're also going to use Night of Navy as well on this card. So what we need our ink pads, we need our stamps, and we also need some kind of sponge or blending brush. So we're going to use some blending brushes. So I'm going to grab my blending brushes, just reaching out here. So we're going to use one for the boho blue. I'm just going to line them up here. I need a mossy meadow one. I need one for smoky slate. And I also need one for my copper clay. So just getting set up, that's half the battle, right? Getting set up. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to open up my ink pads and get ready to go here. So let's get them all going, all opened up. Hopefully you can see my screen. I hope I'm not taking up too much room here. Let's put them like that. And we'll open this guy up. This is Boho Blue. I love that the ink pads have this little track in front so you can see what the color is when you open your ink pads, right? So don't forget to put that sticker down in that little trough so that you can see the colors. All right, so there's my host code, guys. I forgot to tell you, you have a brand new host code for this week. If you're watching from May 27th to June 2nd, this is my current code for this week. And I have these, what is it called again? I got to get used to the name. Adventurous Sky cards that I'll be sending you, card kits. Okay, let's get started. Let's put our Mossy Meadow one right here and our Smoky Slate. This is half the battle, just getting set up, right? So let's grab some images. So I've got we're not even going to use the dies today. So we're just going to use the stamps. So I'm bringing in the big plane. We're going to use these big clouds. We're going to use the little plane, the tiny plane, and we're going to use the medium plane, all the planes. Yeah, we are. We're using all the planes. And then we have this really cool image here that looks like the side of a plane with those rivets, right? How they create the plane. So we're going to use that one. And we're also I'm going to stamp Happy Father's Day for my greeting on this one. And I'm going to get that one on a block. So let's get all of our things on blocks. All right, so for the big plane, I'm bringing in my big block. The clouds, I'll put on this one. Those rivets, the steel with the rivets. I think that's what they're called. I put on that one, and then I need a couple of smaller blocks. One for the Happy Father's Day, one for the plane. Do you guys get set up like this? Do you get your stuff on blocks so that you're ready to go? I highly recommend it. I'm not always this organized at all. I'm usually like, oh, what would this look like? What would that look like? Okay, let's get started. All right, so maybe I'll move these off to the side and I'll move them in as I need them. I noticed this blending brush here. You see how it fell over? And I've got ink on the back. I'm going to get that off right away. Because you guys know from watching me that what happens is sometimes things happen on my videos and it's funny to watch. I know. It's entertaining. It must be entertaining to see all these goofy things that happen. But we're going to just take it one step at a time so nothing happens to this video. Okay, so what else do you need? You need Post-it notes for this technique. So I'm going to take a Post-it note, and the bigger the Post-it note, the better. Sometimes I'm going to actually use 2 Post-it notes. So I'm going to just section off a portion of this card front. So I'm going to kind of come in here. I like to give like the shape of like a triangle. I'm going to use like straight edges and go like a triangle. But you could do the retiform technique any way you want. So I'm going to do this one right here like that. And so I'm just going to work with each section at a time. So right up here, I thought because it's close to the sky, it's the top of the cardstock, I'm going to use the Boho Blue, and I'm going to stamp my clouds. So we're just going to ink up my clouds with Boho Blue, and we'll stamp up here at the top, and then we'll keep going. Maybe another one go off the edge. So I'm going onto my glass mat here underneath. Many of you have asked me about the glass mat. I don't have any information yet. As soon as I get that information, I find out that it's available, I will let you know. I know several of you are waiting for the glass mat to come available. So now at this point, I'm leaving my sticky notes there. I'm bringing in my blending brush. I'm actually going to pick up some of that ink from the glass mat because, you know, why not, right? Instead of cleaning it with a baby wipe, you might as well get it off with your brush. Then I'm going to start to do some sponging in a circular motion. I'm starting on the glass mat, and I'm just going to slowly come into touching the cardstock like this. Okay. So, and I'm deliberately leaving a little bit of white space because, you know, that's how the sky looks, right? Like you've got some blue parts and some white parts, and we're just trying to make it realistic. Okay. So there's that. Now we're ready to lift up these Post-it notes. And you can see that beautiful shading, and the effect of that is just starting to form. So now what I want to do is I want to make a section over here, like a triangle. So I'm just gonna, you can do it at, like, you can make it however big you want, right? So I'm just gonna do this. Put my 2 Post-it notes like that. Now I'm going to do this triangle. But just always keep in mind the section that you just finished, you want to protect that. So I'm going to just put a little Post-it note up here so I don't get any extra ink, because we're going to work with a different color over here. So for this one, I'm going to bring in this little tiny plane and we're going to stamp with Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to bring in my Mossy Meadow. First things first, I'm going to stamp the plane. Boom. Stamp the plane with Mossy Meadow. Then I'm going to grab my Mossy Meadow blending brush, and I'm going to start on the glass or the grid paper. If you're using grid paper, this will work too. And I'm just going to go ahead and sponge that Mossy Meadow in this section. There we go. You can add as much or as little as you want. And then you can take away your Post-it notes and see how that looks. There we go. So we've got that section of our retiform forming. Now I'm going to, number 1, protect what I just did with this Post-it note, like that. And then I'm going to protect my boho blue up here. And now I'm ready to make a new section. So this section down here, I'm actually going to just angle it slightly different. And we're going to come over here. Let's see, we'll do this first. We'll put a Post-it note there. And I'm taking my time here, but you can go as fast as you want, as long as you get that section isolated that you want, and you can make it a different shape. It doesn't have to be all triangles. Like this one is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and you can still go with that. Now I made this one a little bit bigger because I knew I was going to use my big plane for this one. And this one, I'm going to bring in my copper clay. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stamp first. We're going to stamp the plane with copper clay. And we're going to stamp right over the Post-it notes. And I know my plane is bigger than my area, but that's okay. That's the way the retiform look goes. So we're stamping the plane, lift that up, and then I'm grabbing my copper clay blending brush. Now, I call it a copper clay, but really you can see from this blending brush, I've used it with pumpkin pie, all of the kind of orangey kind of theme, orangey shades, if you will. And then I'm just coming in here and I'm starting on my Post-it notes now because they're covering the outer edge. Start on the Post-it notes so that you don't get a stark piece of, cardstock. You don't want that. If I were to start on the white, I would get like a big splotch, like a dark splotch, and I want it to be soft, and I'm deliberately leaving some white space in the middle here. All right, so now we're going to do it again. We're going to pull up these Post-it notes. I love this because this is coming together as we create here. So as we go downward, you're seeing a different pattern all the time. So I'm going to come from the corner with this Post-it, and we're going to section off this little triangle over here, and we'll cover up that copper clay that we just did. And then I'm going to bring in Smoky Slate. So I'm bringing in my Smoky Slate now, and for that one, we're going to bring in that stamp that's like the rivets, right? It reminds me of like the side of the plane. So then this one, we're just going to stamp. We're going to stamp there, and we'll just do like that. Just keep going until you cover that white area. And then we're going to grab our blending brush for Smoky Slate, and we're going to do the same thing. Come along here and add that nice light gray color for the Smoky Slate. Love it. All right, so there we go. Maybe a little bit more. You really can't tell what it looks like until you remove the Post-it notes, and then it reveals itself. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's do 2 more. Let's do one going this way, and I'm going to line it up with the corner. So grab your other piece of Post-it note and just follow through. Now down here in this one, you could bring in any of the colors because we've got a bunch of colors we're working with here, and I pulled in the colors that are featured in the Designer Series paper. So we're going to do a little more Mossy Meadow down here. Okay, so this one's kind of losing its sticky a little bit. Let's see if we can get that to work. Okay, so let's bring in Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to take my big plane and we're going to clean that with the chamois cloth, chamois cleaner. because we're changing colors. So I got to get the copper clay off because we're going to stamp with Mossy Meadow this time. Just making sure it's clean. And so let's grab Mossy Meadow. And let's see, we'll get that going here. We'll ink up our plane with Mossy Meadow. Now someone's asked me, does it matter if you stamp or sponge first? And I don't think it matters. I prefer to figure out where my stamping is going to go first, and then I sponge using the same color. You could even change the color of what you're sponging. There's really no rules to this. That's what I love about it the most, is that you can just go crazy and, you know, do lots of different fun things with the Retiform technique. So I'm bringing in that Mossy Meadow blending brush, and I'm going to do the same thing that we've done with all the other sections and add that nice soft sponging. There we go. All right, let's lift up the Post-its and see where we're at. All right, so we have one section. I mean, you could divide it if you wanted. If you had more images, you could divide it. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my Post-its over that edge again, protect what we've got done here. If you don't line this up properly and you get a gap, you'll have a white line. It's not the end of the world, but you can fix it. So there's really no right or wrong with this technique. Okay, so there's my final triangle that's exposed. Let's bring back Boho Blue. So let's grab our Boho Blue, and we're going to stamp the medium plane. So tap, tap, tap on the Boho Blue. We'll stamp that medium plane right there. And then I'm going to grab my sponge for Boho Blue, and we're going to do that again. You see how when I first I touched onto the Post-it note? That's what I mean. I didn't want that big splotch to end up on my white cardstock because I probably would not like the effect of that, right? Because everything is soft. We're doing soft sponging with these blending brushes. And let's reveal the final look. There it is, my friends. We've got planes. We've got the steel piece side of the plane, if you will. We've got clouds. We've got a lot of images going on here. So stamps, ink, and paper, and a blending brush, of course. And you can do so much. I'm just going to close up these ink pads, and we'll move on to the fun part, finishing off this card. Let me know in the comments what you think of this technique. It is so fun, and I haven't done the Retiform technique in a very long time. So I was excited to bring this one to you today. So I'm just using my baby wipe to clean up my glass mat here. Okay, now we're going to bring in Night of Navy card base. So we've got 8.5 by 5.5 scored in the middle at 4 1/4. And the one thing about the glass mat, when you wipe it with baby wipes, I mean, it has a chamois cloth. Once it becomes available, you'll get that chamois cloth. You should get the chamois cloth, and then you can wipe up your, you won't need baby wipes. You can wipe up your surface with that. So this is going to go on the front like that. But before I put that down, I want to do my greeting for the front. So I've got some scrap white here. I'm going to use Night of Navy, and we're going to stamp Happy Father's Day. Happiest Father's Day. Right here, like that. And then I'm going to bring in one of my favorite die sets, the Stylish Shapes. Now, if you want the code for this one, 159183. Love, love, love the Stylish Shapes. You get so many different shapes. And we're going to use the 2 of the circle shapes here. Pull those in. This one right here will work for my greeting. And then the background, I'm going to grab a piece of Mossy Meadow, and we're going to cut both of these at the same time. So let's grab my snips here. We'll trim a piece the size that we need. Same thing with my greeting. Don't need to put all of this through the machine. You just need a piece big enough to hold the die. All right, so let's see. To hold that down, we're going to use a little bit of Post-it. We'll put this on top right here. And there we go. And this one here, we can also put a Post-it on that one so it doesn't move. All right. Now we're going to run that through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm missing a lot of your comments. Oh, Alexina says, wish I could sign up again. Yeah, I hear you. Elaine says, join to take advantage of the promotion. Yes, absolutely. It was a smart decision, Elaine, to get that promotion. I mean, it's not every day that Stampin' Up! Gives you $112 on top of the other deal for the starter kit, right? So smart lady to take advantage of that. Susan says, I love the ability to get pre-sale releases. Love my discount. Yes, those are all huge perks. We get to order a whole month early. So this glass mat, we could order it a whole month early back in December before it went live for potential new recruits in January. So there are so many perks, and we got our discount. We get to double dip. We get whatever discount Stampin' Up! Has as a promotion going on. And we get our demo discount too. Some companies don't let you do that, right? They don't let you double dip with the current promotion of the month and your discount. But Stampin' Up! Does. So that's a huge perk. All right, so we're going to just put our glue right here. We're going to layer this together. That's why I like the stylish shapes so much. They make great layering. Okay, so that's going to be our greeting. But before we put that on, I want to bring in some of our baker's twine. Now, any of these would work. You could use the black, the gray, the crumb cake. I think I'm going to grab the gray. I think that's kind of manly. There. So we're going to use that. And we're going to bring in the card front. And what I want to do is I'm going to add a little piece of tear and tape to the background. If I can find the end of my tear and tape. There we go. So I'm just going to add a strip like so. And then we're going to peel it off. We're going to start on that tear and tape like that. And we're just going to wrap 3 times around. 1, 2, and 3, like that. And then we come right back to that tear and tape and stick that back down. So now that's anchored. That should not move. But just to make sure, like my friend Christine always says, we're going to make a sandwich, a tear and tape sandwich, to make sure that stays put. All right, so now we can bring in our liquid glue and we can fill in the gaps just a little bit. It's still white cardstock. I don't want it to bubble through and to ripple. So I'm just going to add a little bit. And we're going to put that on the front of our card. Let's bring back our card base. Don't know if I burnished that score line. So let's use my bone folder and burnish the score line. Bring in the front of the card. Yes, this way. All right, so that's going on the front of the card. I love it on the Night of Navy. I could have used any of the other coordinating colors. I could have used it's not Cajun Grage, it's the Copper Clay. I could have used Mossy Meadow or Smoky Slate. Anything will go. And then I'm using the Mossy Meadow for the background of my greeting here. So we're going to just grab some dimensionals, and I'm starting a new sheet of dimensionals. It's Monday. So let's go ahead and add, I know I want to put my greeting around this area right here. So there's a couple things. You could put your dimensionals on your circle, or you can just, like, if you want to, you can just come in here and put them where you know your circle is going to sit, right? And then you can anchor that baker's twine down. All right, so let's just center this Happiest Father's Day right over those dimensionals and that baker's twine like that. And then we have the inside. So for the inside, you could pull in any of your coordinating images. Let's take a look at the stamp set. So I'm using Happiest Father's Day. How about You're the Best, Plain and Simple? I mean, that's a perfect Father's Day inside greeting, right? So let's grab that one, get that on a block. And then I'm going to stamp with the coordinating Night of Navy. Let's tap, tap, tap. We'll stamp that straight in the middle. And there's a lot of things you could put on the inside. I'm going to bring in that small plane again, and that small plane, what was it stamped with? I think it was Mossy Meadow. Let's grab that. If you're ever wondering, try your Post-it note. Yes, it was Mossy Meadow. So we're just going to do the same thing. You don't have to clean it. Just go ahead and go back into the same ink pad. There we go. So You're the Best, Plain and Simple. And we're just going to flip this over. and add a little bit of glue. Pop this in the middle. Okay, and there we go. Easy peasy. Stamps, ink, and paper, blending brushes. Such a simple card, but really fun technique that you can do with any stamp set that you have at home with different images in it. Use them all, right? Use them all. Elaine says, looking forward to your first team meeting. Yes, I am looking forward to that too, Elaine. Joy says, it's great. Haven't made it to too many, but when I do, it's great. Yes, Joy, thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. All right. Hold on to your hat, Elaine. You're going to love this team. Thank you, Debbie. That's Debbie White. She's on our team. Thank you so much. Hi, Sheila. Good morning. Oh, Susan says, has this suite, and I love it. Yes, it is an amazing suite, you guys. If you're just joining me, if you missed the beginning of my video, this week I am playing with Take It to the Sky suite. Oh my goodness. If you need the code is 163832 to get this amazing, amazing suite. And the designer series paper just knocks it out of the park, as well as the trinkets. So get all of it. Okay, let me just flip you around. So the Global Design Project Challenge, as I mentioned, is it's a theme. So it's transportation. We have lots of things for transportation. Hot air balloons, we have planes. What else do we have? I'm trying to think. Transportation. Oh, the truck punch, right? That was a big, huge seller last fall, and it's still, I'm pretty sure it's still available. So if you make a card for the Global Design Project Challenge, all you need to do is take a picture of it and load it up to social media, either here on Facebook or over on Instagram. Put the hashtag GDP for Global Design Project. 447 is the number, and we would love, on the design team, we would love to see what you guys make with the transportation theme. So pull out your stamps and play along and have fun while you're doing it. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you either tonight if you're from Canada 18 and not with another paper crafting company and you want to come to my I love stamping night. That's from 7 to 8 tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for my next number 2 card using Take It to the Sky suite. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.